First of all, Jon, a few little quick questions. Because are you having a nice day?
Isn't that the title of a song? Yeah, I am. I am, very much. Thank you.
And did you, consulting my notes, have you ever given love a bad name?
Did you go to journalism school for that sense of humor?
Why, Jon, yes, I did. I've got 2 degrees. Thank you so much. But it's not about me. It's actually about you, because congratulations on the new record, Forever. If you look at the Bon Jovi discography, whereabouts does this sit?
You know, every time you put out a new record, you think it's the best record you've ever done, but it's going to take me 2 years to separate myself to be objective. But at this moment in time, I'm very excited about it. And that's really the reason you release a record, because you get excited about it.
Well, you talk about that objectivity. Do you look back on your own discography now and listen to songs and think, oh, if I was writing that at this very moment, I'd do X, Y, Z instead?
Generally speaking, you know, you listen back to a record and you think, how many of those songs do I still love 2 years later, 5 years later? Overall, and the reason I can say it is there's a radio station here in America that plays just Bon Jovi all the time. And I'm hearing the catalog back because it's not often that I go and sit with the catalog. And when I hear songs that I'd forgotten about, I'm pleasantly surprised.
Is legacy something that's important to you?
Yeah, I don't want to screw it up. You know, a lot of people believed in that song that they heard on their journey with us. I never wanted to BS them anywhere along the way. And so we did stand for something, yeah. And that optimism and faith and were important parts of the legacy, and yeah, I don't want to do anything to screw it up.
The band's new album also marks a turning point for Jon, who is just emerging from the toughest decade of his life. During this time, his vocal cords became so damaged he had to undergo major surgery.
In my head, you have a little black book and it's got pages and pages of just celebrities' details, right? You've got Bruce Springsteen on one page, you've got Shania Twain on the other page. Is that at all comforting to you? I mean, you're going through this and maybe there's someone there who's gone through the same thing.
You'd be very surprised that it's not like it's common conversation amongst singers to talk about vocal injuries. The only reason I'd found out about Shania's was I'd read it in a magazine and ended up at the same doctor. The only other person that I know that came out about this specific surgery was her. And she's become my spirit sister because she's the one that prodded me into doing it.
On this record, you have what I'm calling one of the best wedding songs. It's called Kiss the Bride, which you wrote for your daughter. Have you informed Ed Sheeran that you are coming for his title as King of Weddings?
Ed's the man, but I will tell you this. I played that song for Ed, and he was like, touche. You know, he's like, I never thought of that angle before. He was, you know, there was a nice golf clap from a master of writing that kind of a love song.
Do you actually have plans, though, to sing that song at one of your kids' weddings? Because, Jon, we're good friends now, so I feel like I'm able to say this. You strike me as a crier, so I actually don't know if you'd get through it.
You hit that one on the head, Georgie. I mean, writing it, I was crying, and singing it in the studio, I was crying. It'll probably be impossible to do, but if called upon to serve, I will serve.
Well, Jon, before we go, I actually really like crochet and cardigans, so I'm trying to develop a little bit more rock in my everyday life. Can you give me some advice?
Yeah, but it would probably curl your hair. Let's just leave it at cardigans and crochet for now.
Jon Bon Jovi, thank you so much for your time. The album is amazing, and hopefully we'll get you back to Australia at some point.
I would love that, and I really, truly hope to get back to Australia soon.
I noticed, great interview. I noticed you didn't ask him if he wanted to lay you down in a bed of roses.
We didn't have time. We didn't have time, Kate. Forever is out everywhere tomorrow. Make sure you give it a listen. It's really good.